did my first lecture for Maths Modelling 1. We were supposed to do a little bit of material and answer some questions. There was 226 participants in that Zoom conference call, and as is pretty normal, a lot of people confused about what they're doing. A lot of people asking the same question over and over again. Welcome to university. And so we've sort of got a situation where we went through the whole hour with people asking some good questions, some new questions, a lot of repeat questions. From what I understand, he'll be on those sessions for 1 hour to answer questions, and your assessment will be based on in-class tests that will happen at each tutorial session, which will be on campus, and then at the end of 50, so you get 10 of those, which, 10 of those at 5% each, which gives you 50%, and then the other 50% will be the final examination, which will be, you have to pass that as well, obviously, and get over 50%, 50 or above. So when I asked earlier, do I have to attend these, well, would these sessions be recorded? I asked that because I was thinking, well, if it's not recorded, I'll have to attend. Well, as it turns out, there's no attendance required, and if you're not having any problems, you don't need to attend. So that may free up a few more days for casual employment for myself. So that will be actually a good situation for me to be in, because I was getting a little bit worried about the amount of days I could put my hand up for casual. Because just because I put my hand up doesn't mean I get it. So the more days I put my hand up for, the more likelihood is there is I'll get the occasional day of employment. Not desperate financially, but definitely helpful. So yeah, that's it basically. Day one, not much to talk about really, but lots of material on Canvas that I have to get my head around. Thankfully, I'm looking at a lot of the stuff that in physical modelling and mathematics modelling, and seeing that if you guys have done HSC engineering studies, you've got an advantage, because certainly a lot of this initial material is covered in that syllabus. So it won't be unfamiliar territory for you. So yeah, so tomorrow I did my first tutorial. It's late. I'm going from, I think, 7 till 9 o'clock. But looking forward to actually attending university and seeing what that's all about. And yeah, early days, but so far, so good. Anyway, anyone that's, like I said, at UTS, doing engineering or contemplating studying engineering as a mature age student, like and subscribe, and I'll be trying to upload at least once a week, so you can see the trials and tribulations of the process as it unfolds, and whether I end up having a nervous breakdown and dropping out after the first year, time will tell. For those of you that are new to watching these videos, this is the Bat Cave. So lots of memorabilia from my time at art school. Nearly all of this furniture was throwaway stuff that was going into skips from building demolition and whatnot. So we've managed to salvage quite a bit of stuff. That's a beautiful old mirror that, Yada, if you're watching this, this is yours if you want it. Yeah, so this is the Bat Cave. It's going to slowly be transformed, because obviously some more geeky electronic stuff is going to start happening, which used to happen when I was a child. So maybe I'm going back to my childhood. Some great little bits of memorabilia here. There's a little gift from one of the students who found my incessant dabbing quite amusing. And these guys here, the TAs at the National Art School, over here on the left hand side here, this guy here, looking very, very he's serious, is me. All lovely, all great lads, great times. Couldn't have stayed there for too long, because incessant drinking would have caused even further brain damage. But yeah, good times, fun times. It is day one of university. Unfortunately, I'm not getting to go into the uni today. There's going to be an online session. I've had a look at some of the stuff that's up on Canvas. For all of you people that haven't been to school for a while, Canvas is a online portal that a lot of education institutions are using to put their material up. And what I've done is, you probably see behind me, normally in the studio there's this big case which I've now put in the corner over there. And my plans for this area here is I'm going to get some blackboard paint and paint that wall up, and that's going to be my chalkboard. I'm hoping that I can use that for creating or thinking about ideas, working on projects, because I really wanted a big space. It's a good way of using your brain. If I want to do some quick problems up on the wall there, and it'll keep things front and center when I'm in here. So if I'm trying to remember something, it'll also be up there. So mind tricks for people with memories that are starting to fade. 101. Oh no, a crack. Obviously, there's a little bit of settling. It's about the only crack in this whole gyprock job, actually. So it's held up quite well over the years, considering it's a 70-year-old shed. This is my go-to solution for every building problem. No more gaps. Especially good for my woodworking efforts inside. My first question to Microsoft is, could you possibly make this power cord any shorter than it is? I mean, come on, guys. I know copper's expensive, but you've got to be kidding me. I mean, that's not even going to reach to the top of the desk. It's just, I know we're trying to conserve on, natural resources and everything, but that's damn short. So, this is it set up in its little Dux case. So for all you kiddies that decide that the computer looks so much snazzier without its cover on it, well, it won't when you drop it. And then the IT manager is going to make mum and dad pay for their computer. So this is a nice little change. The one I had at school had the pen on the back, and I think the newest derivation of this particular cover has the pen on the left-hand side, which makes it a little bit wider, but not significantly wider. You've got a bit more protection on this side if you drop it, and it means the pen's accessible. And with the old system, the pen was slid into this little sleeve on the back. It used to fall out all the time. You'd lose the damn thing. And they're $150 or something. You can buy a cheap Klein version of it, Chinese version of it, but the real pens, at least 120 or something. So you do not want to lose it. Anyway, that is the new computer, and yep, I shall get it loaded up and throw some antivirus in that they conned me into buying, even though I probably don't need it because I haven't had antivirus in any of my computers for so long. I can't remember how long it's been, but anyway, got all that, got conned into it, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Early days. I just cashed in my chips at the scrap metal yard. I had a lot of old etching plates from when I was printmaking, sitting in the corner of the studio and gathering dust, and I was a bit sentimental about them, but I'm not anymore because I've got $170 for them. So that's a bit of extra cash. I'm at Bunnings now, so I can buy some chalkboard paint, so I can finish the project I have going back in the Bat Cave. And there we have it. That is going to be my giant ThinkSpace. Once we get the chalkboard paint up there, and I got a big case of this. So thinking about putting up a whiteboard there. If I was still working at the university, they were chucking away heaps of them. I'd probably put one up. But you know what? Kind of like the idea of a chalkboard. I know they're dusty, but you know, I'll take my chance with the chalk dust over the fumes coming out of those whiteboard markers any day, and chalk's a lot cheaper than whiteboard markers too, so we'll see how it goes. And I just can't wait to get the second coat. That's coat number 1. We'll peel the tape off and the masterpiece will be revealed. Yesterday, Noi and I went to the Taoist temple, and here's our little good luck wind chime that we brought back. So hopefully 2021 will be as marvellous as all the other years we've had together. Ta-da! So now we have to wait about 2 or 3 days for the paint to go hard, and then we'll season it with a bit of chalk, and away we go!